guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Never Age TV, guys. Today we are discussing this house help that you employ, and then the child, and then she becomes a child beater. She beats up your child, a child who is only months old, not even a year. Your child is beaten up, your child is not fed, your child's food is eaten up by this house girl. And these are things that are happening out there, guys. Hey, a CCTV camera is very important. So what happened is that this lady didn't understand why the child was always very, very sickly, very thin, very unhappy, because this child was months old. And whenever this child, this mom came from work, the baby would see the mom and starts, this is not a child who is talking. So she behaves funny. She just wants to cling to the clothes of the mother. And the mother was like, oh, why is this child behaving like that? And whenever auntie, we call them auntie comes to try to pick the child, and the child would run away. And the mother was like, I know this child has missed me the whole day, that's why she's behaving like that. But as per her health, it kept on deteriorating. The child was not growing, and the mother was very concerned. Health-wise, the child was not sick, but the body continued becoming smaller and smaller. The child was very scared, very unhappy, until this mother decided one time, I'm going to install a CCTV camera. I want to see what happens in this home when I'm away. And guys, it was on a Sunday when these girls go for off duty, and that's the time the mother brought in the person for the installation of the CCTV camera, and it was installed in her absence. Little did she know that there was a camera. It was the wisest thing that this mother did, because she got to see what was happening to her child throughout the day. So the very first day after the installation, that was Monday, the girl wakes up the child. When the mother left for work, the girl wakes up the child and warms the breakfast for the baby, and sits at the dining table with the baby and starts feeding the baby. The baby would at times, the way the child sometimes refuses to eat and does like this. And the girl was like addressing a child who is not even understanding and telling her, you ate this food or I'll eat it up. You think I'm going to sterilize you? You think I'm sitting here to eat? And the child was, the girl would just try once or twice, and when the child refuses, she eats up the breakfast. Have you ever seen a grown woman eating up Cerelac for the baby? So the child is left. When the child doesn't want to eat and you leave them alone, that is what they want. The child just continues to do her things. They're playing with the toys. Then at the time for the meals come, and for the fruits come, and the child was supposed to be maybe taking fruits at a certain time, and the girl does the same. Tries a bit to just give the child kidogo, just a little, and when the child rejects, or sometimes even the child wants, but the girl opts to just eat it up for the baby. So, the reason why this child was getting weaker and weaker, thinner and thinner by the day. Anyway, so what happened is that the mother was watching all this, and it didn't even last one day before she got to know why her child was ailing, was weak and not growing up well. So what she did is she decided to watch over the situation for about a few days, so she can also try to look for some help somewhere else. But that very first evening, what she did is she came home and spoke to the house girl and advised her to be careful, to be, the way she put it. When the baby refuses to eat, please insist and make sure that she eats. And during her times to take things like porridge, insist and make sure that she drinks. And this girl was like, she didn't even, get an idea that this lady had seen what was happening. In the meantime, the lady went to the bureau and tried to get another girl, but before she could get another girl, it took like 2 days. Let me tell you when the worst happened, when the worst came to the worst. Beating. A house girl started beating this child. Beating. You know, she could push the baby. Get out of here. You think your mother is you know, those words. And this child is only months old, not even 1 year. She could even take the slippers and beat up the child. Eat. You think I'm going to pepereza you? Eat that food. Pepereza is food. And guys, the child would be beaten with the slippers. You know, it doesn't have to be that very hard beating. Can you imagine somebody beating up your child for no reason? So the lady did not even wait long. On seeing that on camera, she just came home and with a clip took the girl to the police station. And it was reported, she was reported there of having mistreated this child. Now, I don't want to tell you what the case, how the case went, but obviously your guess is as good as mine. These girls will always find their way out, and they are walking out there looking for other homes to go and work. It happens like that. But now, when the second nanny this lady hired, wow, hey, God can remember mercy, guys. The child became so good. Health-wise, the child started adding weight. The child started getting happier. In fact, the child would cry that auntie is the one that needs to feed me. You know, you could tell that the child is happy. And the child grew very well. So guys, have you ever employed help in the house for your children? And that help decided to torment them. I saw a clip one time about a Ugandan girl, a maid from Uganda, who really beat up a child, and even fed her with urine, the child with urine, just to punish the mother. Guys, what is your take on this? Have you ever had a situation like this? Have you ever gone through a situation like this? If you have never known and you have a small child at home, one thing that I want to advise you is that install a CCTV camera so that you can be seeing your children when you leave home, how they are being treated. Install them secretly. Don't tell these guys when they come home. Some of them just think that these cameras are just bulbs. But anyway, whatever she thinks, don't mention to them that this is a CCTV camera. Wait and see the reaction of the girl when you are away with your baby, and then you are going to decide whether you are going to keep that house girl or not. Otherwise, you employ these girls because you need your children to grow. You don't employ girls so that they can come and eat your children's food and beat them up, and even give them dark, like giving them urine. Guys, issues of life are discussed here. This is a channel where we discuss issues of life, and this is one issue of life, guys. So guys, please like and subscribe to this channel. This is Never Age TV, and subscribe, guys, and you'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.